This recording is for Pre-Algebra Chapter 2, Lesson 7, Try, Test, Revise. In other words, word problems and a lot of guessing and checking. Sorry, folks, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. No quote today just because this might be a long video. All right. The theater club at school puts on a play. For one performance, the club sold 133 tickets and raised $471. Tickets cost $4 for adults and $3 for students. How many student tickets and how many adult tickets did the club sell? Well, the first thing we're going to do is set up an equation for the number of adult tickets sold and the number of student tickets sold. So we know that the total number of tickets sold is 133. So the number of adult tickets plus the number of student tickets should equal 133 total tickets. So there we go. And I said A is the number of adult tickets and S is the number of student tickets. So you go, A plus S equals 133. All right, now we need to figure out how this whole cost thing gets into it and how the fact that they raised $471. Well, we know that the adult tickets cost $4 and the student tickets cost $3. So 4 times A plus 3 times S is going to equal 471. All right, here's when the guess and check comes in. And I'm going to go ahead and keep a little table here so that I can keep track of my guesses. Well, I'm going to just start guessing adult tickets. Well, I'm going to guess that the adult tickets was 60 tickets. Well, if the adult tickets are 60, student is, well, that would be 133 minus 60 would be 73 student tickets. Well, if I plug that in to this equation here where A is 60 and S is 73, I'm going to get 4 times 60, which is 240, plus S times 73, which is 219. Add that up, and I'm going to get 459. Well, that is not enough. That is not enough because 459 is close to 471, but not on the dot. So I'm going to try a different number. Well, since I need to get bigger, I should probably get more adult tickets because the adult tickets cost more. I don't want more student tickets because they cost less. So I should up my adult tickets. So I'm going to say, how about 70? So 70 times, well, if I've got 70 adult tickets, how many student tickets do I got? Well, that's 133 minus 70. And that would mean the student tickets that were 63 sold. So now I'm going to plug it in back to this equation and see what I get. So I've got 4 times 70 is 280 plus 3 times 63, excuse me, is 189, and add that up with the 280 and we get $469. Oh my gosh. We're 3 away. Well, if we're 3 away, we actually need to up the adult tickets. And I'm not going to make you hold your breath too much longer. I actually know the answer. For you guys, you'd have to go up a little bit more, down a little bit more. But you're basically trying to find the sweet spot where you get the right thing that's going on. So I'm going to tell you right now, let's try 72 adult tickets. Okay? Well, 72 adult tickets. If you got 72 adult tickets, that would be 61 student tickets. And 72 times $4 is $288 plus 3 times the student tickets, which is 61, gives you $183. 183 plus 288. Well, guess what, guys? That is $471. So that must be the sweet spot. So we're going to sell 72 adult tickets and 61 student tickets. Okay? All right, again, this is guess and check. We're going to do this several times through this video. All right, next question. A cashier's drawer has some $5 bills, some $10 bills, and some $20 bills. There are 15 bills in the drawer that total $185. How many of each bill are there in the drawer? So we're going to make A the number of $5 bills, B the number of $10 bills, and C the number of $20 bills. So if I add up all the bills that I have total, I'm going to have 15. So A plus B plus C equals 15. Well, next we need to figure out how the cost is involved, or not the cost, the total amount of money there. Well, how much is a $5 bill worth? $5. How much is a $10 bill worth? 10 and 20 for 20. So 5 times A is going to give you the amount of money those $5 bills are worth. 10 times B is going to give you how much the $10 are worth, and obviously 20 times C is going to give you how much that $20 are worth. And the whole thing's going to equal $185. The next thing I got to do, though, is guess and check. I need to figure out what things for A, B, and C actually work. So let me pull out my table and let me try and do some of these, okay? All right. So let's take a look. And there might actually be several answers for this. As long as you get one, guys, we're doing okay. Okay? So let's say here, let's say that I want to try one $5 bill. Actually, I'm just going to show you all the answers because honestly, going through this, the video is just going to last forever. So I'm going to tell you that there's one $5 bill, 10 $10 bills, and 1 second, pause. Okay, I'm back. So we've got one $5 bill, 10 $10 bills, and 4 $20 bills. So that should add up to $15, right? Because 1 plus 10 plus 4 is 15. And now when we plug it in, we've got 5 times 1 is 5, or $5. Or no. Yeah, $5 because one $5 bill is $5. 10 $10 bills is going to give me $100, plus 4 20s is going to give me 80. So that equals $185. All right. Some other options are 3, 7, and 5, where A is 3, B is 7, and C is 5. And then we also have 6, 1, and 7. No, my bad. If there's like 4 possibilities for this problem, it's insane. Okay, we have 5, 4, and 6, and we also have 7, 1, and 7. Okay, where the first number is A, the second number is B, and the third number is C. All right, so there's a ton of possibilities for that one. All right, I'm just going to move on to the next problem because, again, we don't have a ton of time for guess and checking. I don't want this video to be 20 minutes. I want it to be like 15. Okay. All right, so now we've got the sum of Mr. and Mrs. Burgeon's age is $100. The difference of their age is 10. So if I make A Mr. B's age and B Mrs. B's age, and this is not Ms. Banerjee, by the way, this is a fictional Miss B. If I add up their ages, because sum means to add, and I subtract their ages, differences, I'm going to get 2 different numbers. If I add them, they're going to get 100. If I subtract them, it's going to be 10. Okay? So I could do the easy one. If I add them up, I could do like 50 plus 50. Well, 50 plus 50 is 100, but 50 minus 50 is 0. So that's not going to work. So let me try another one. Gotta have a difference of 10. So the 2 numbers I come up with need to be, when you subtract them, equal 10. So how about, well, we don't have time to guess here either. Let's say the older one was 55 and the younger one was 45. So 10-year difference. Well, if I add that up, I'm still going to get 100. If I subtract, I'm going to get 10. So there we go. So one of them is 55 years and the other one is 45 years. And we won't assume who's who. Can't assume, guys. Mr. B may not be the older one here. Okay? So let's do this. We got one more question left. All right. The sum of the pages of numbers on 2 facing pages is 245. So that's when you add them up, you get 245. But when you multiply them, you're going to get 15,006. So what are the 2 pages number pages? I'm going to give A to the first number and B to the second number, or the second page. And so when I add them, I get 245, and when I multiply them, I get 15,006. So let's go ahead and try these out. Let's see here. Well, we've got some big numbers here. So I could have, but again, so they're facing numbers. So the difference between so A plus 1, A plus 1 equals B, right? Because they're one next to each other. They're facing. So it's, page 90 and page 91. So let's go ahead and try that. Let's say we have, well, it can't be that one because it's got to be over 100. So let's try 122 and 123. Well, when I add them up, 122 plus 123, I do get 145, and then if I multiply them, 122 times 123, you know what? I guessed correctly on the first try. Isn't that spectacular? All right, so 122 times 123 does equal 15,006. So there we go. So the two pages are 122 and 123. Okay, so there we go. All right, I hope you guys had a good time. Good luck on these. I believe your homework will be a worksheet, or your in-class work will be a worksheet. So enjoy. Bye, guys.